and have to be very honest, I don't have the evidence, but I think they squandered a lot of their resources. Indeed, and have to be very honest, I don't have the evidence, but I think they squandered a lot of their resources.
This is right after 2016. Kweku Baako continue Joy News. Samson Lardy Nenum kankan so fuyase. Samson Lardy, a very dirty old man, a very selfish, stinking guy who thinks he knows everything but knows nothing. He hides behind some stupid law school he has gone, and then sit on TV to indirectly malign people, acting as if he does not know what he's doing. He is a political misfit. He's a political. So John Mahama was able to ease that. But the man not gonna for the importance of all these things, and they say there was a group of people, or there were a group of people, they were so enshrined in making sure say our party and power, they are trouble say no. Anytime guys said that was when the development, they started declining. And there were some groups, and TV so they were lying. And let me take you back into from 2012 to 2016. That was the most difficult part of your governance, because the NDC government had to fight fake news. The NDC government, at the same time, had to explain itself why they needed to do some projects. Because some people were even being told to say, so who see e-blocks or Ghana, and papa, and but the same people today are telling us we have to implement free SHS. Now, when you don't have the infrastructure ready, how do you implement free SHS? Into Mahama echo around the nation are also e-blocks, people too were on radio and TV telling Ghanaians to say the e-blocks, and your e-blocks, papa, paper, so I break chromo phone. So they created this in the heads of Ghanaians. We were not even willing to accept a development as a third world country for us to rely on that to become successful. It is also stated from 2012. The development the NDC had to force themselves to force the development on Ghanaians. In two time settlement housing, NDC, there were a lot of people on the sidelines. They were fighting the NDC. Remember, these were the same people, MPP for and Akufo, Obeto Edi and Dumso Awanya Hoshi. John Mahama had to also fight Dumso. So you could see there was a lot going on. And the social media part where Omodeya Jandam Echan Trono, it was also basically, it was fun and it was working. Now, after John Mahama winning election, losing election 2016, election 2016, time and a transition, something happened. And these things, don't take it lightly. These are things the young ones or more MPP, people who had role models, people who believed in some people, they have learned from them, and they are trying to copy the style of the old criminals who used journalism to cover what they do. Because majority of the people who were speaking for Nana Akufo-Addo MPP those times, they used journalism to cover the crime they were committing. They knew, majority of them, 99% of the people, the so-called journalists on TV those times, they knew they were lying, they were committing a crime, but they used journalism. They hid behind in some troni, in some trofo, where they were TV, so where they were journalists, and they deliberately used fake news, lies to destroy us. So our development from 2012 to 2016, John Mahama and NDC Krana, they were strong in their decisions. We would have seen a radical declining of our development from 2012, because John Mahama and so obey Mahabo expansion, obesi Kotokraba, obesi Kejetia, obesi Sewia, obey a quine overpass, a interchange Pogwasi, obey Circle, obey Kaswa, obey Kotakrada Portano, obey the Northern Regional Kosi Health Center, obesi a regional hospital, obey the Volta Regional Besi University. If John Mahama had not taken the decision to make sure these things are done from 2012 to 2016, and any development. So from that time, John Mahama and Yanka, you could have seen from 2017 to 2024, our development would have been worse. Because in Kofu Ebedi Power 8 years, they cannot still point to one infrastructure that is contributing to Ghana economically, financially, socially, or anything. All that they talk about is digitalization. Now, I want you to understand why fake news, any atro idea, I was say stopping, and the media have led this campaign, and I'm happy some media men and women have decided to fight this fake news. Now, time John Mahama losing election 2016, somebody like Kweku Baako, he sat on TV. Eke kan sembi, even after John Mahama had lost the election or NDC had lost the election, they were still on TV making you believe the lies they told without facts. And you know what? So Kweku Baako abodama. So abodam finifie and wabedu mi radio station so a. I was saying na me ma Kweku Baako ti ase so abodam. Because obi abodam, with all due respect, onim until what you are saying, you know, and now I no when I bet say we do things this way, which is the right way, yours is the wrong way. And you say, well, allow bodam ni but now TV. So now we say, you know what bodam some tier because we said human being will be a bodam obehu. Na se nipa na bodam no ye bibi. Now we fwan so now one checking nipa na there. It means that we nim say nipa na bodam, but you just want the person to come to your office and destroy that office you share with other people. This is right after 2016. Kweku Baako kwatena Joy News. Samson Lardy Kweku nenum kankan so fuyase. Samson Lardy, a very dirty old man, a very selfish, stinking guy who thinks he knows everything but knows nothing. He hides behind some stupid law school he has gone, and then sit on TV to indirectly malign people, acting as if he does not know what he's doing. He is a political misfit. He's a political insect with a smelly mouth. He encouraged Kweku Baako to lie. Even I know Odinse Kweku Baako had already told him, say, there are some amike etro. Listen to these two buffoons.
We're talking here complaints from within the NDC. Yes, it's all part of it. Indeed, and I have to be very honest, I don't have the evidence, but I think they squandered a lot of their resources. Indeed, and I have to be very honest, I don't have the evidence, but I think they squandered a lot of their resources within the NDC. Yes, it's all part of it. Indeed, and I have to be very honest, I don't have the evidence, but I think they squandered a lot of their resources within the NDC. Yes, it's all part of it. Indeed, and I have to be very honest, I don't have the evidence, but I think they squandered a lot of their resources. In sleeping, they were chopping. It's true. You see, if they had won, the issue of accountability will be buried. It's usually when you lose, and you lose in such an abysmal manner, that issues of accountability are articulated. And that's exactly what we are having. Somebody thought, look, it's a done deal. Look at Kwame Nkrumah interchange. Look at Kaswa. Look at Rich. Look at all those places. So it's a done deal. Put some big billboards here and there. Put some flags all over. This country was in NDC colors anywhere you went. And they went to bed, waiting for declaration in favor of President Mahama and the NDC. I repeat, the scale, the parliamentary defeat alone is indicative that the party didn't work. They squandered the resources. They were very confident. They were arrogant. We all know, we had it. Look at the way a manner meets the press platform of a government machinery was used on the last day. Can you imagine? You are not communicating, you are irritating. So to be honest with you, it's a lesson, and it's a lesson for even the incoming government.
Okay. Well, Kweku Baako kasa out the kind, nenim say nkuruma. All started Kasan where right after John Mahama 2016 NDC lose elections, na transition team ni yejuma to hand over to Akufo-Addo. Not in news file, Samson Lardy halitosis nenum kankan. Kwasia we friend also or a journalist credible. Kweku Baako be na no catch Samson Lardy ni say. Asema obeka no ni facts. Na emum NDC for we sika papa. Impedifo me enum tuofu dwene kwasiafo. You call yourself a journalist sitting on TV. Thousands of people were watching you. You foolish idiots call yourselves to say you are people who are supposed to be role models. You are journalists who are supposed to hold the ethics right. Kwasia. Samson Lardy kwasia pay it war elbow the trinko. Kweku Baako in his submission or say asema mebe kan miningina so na so NDC wieska. Na hwe de kire so mu wieska, hwe the construction of Kwame Nkrumah interchange. Kwasia for you. They had a problem with Kwame Nkrumah interchange because in their head, without facts, and this is Wieska. He spoke about Kaswa interchange in their stupid heads, and this is Wieska. without facts. He stated a rich hospital in their stupid, dirty asses, and this sika without facts. So these fools were sitting on TV and they started creating an impression, say, the NDC government in 2016 that was going out of power had stolen money because they had invested in infrastructure. Because fools like this had not seen anything like that before. They could not come to that understanding that somebody can be president for 4 years and all these things will be done without taking the taxpayers' money. So, cked Baako and him saying Kuruma ne Kwasi Ampenyi no to a friend Samson Lardy Kweku Baako. My friend Kwasi Ampenyi because that stupid dirty rat at a point tried to tell people me my platform is not credible. A read to say nipa fin to say Samson Lardy Kweku Baako. You could not tell cked Baako that this is a credible platform. That is why I keep telling Ghanaians, multimedia, cocaine media, it has been one of the most despicable media houses. It derailed Ghana's development because open the fake news part be a free buyer. A joy news no matter fake news abedune. Samson Lardy Kweku Baako, a dirty fool like that could not say, Mr. Pressman, with all due respect, what we do here is only passing out facts. If you are going to speculate on this my platform, as much as we are foolish and we are friends behind the scenes, I cannot allow you because such statements by cked Baako on a day a government was taking over, no, was still creating an impression in some Ghanaian. Oma Junimu say Mahama ni NDC where we are there. Mahama kwesi circle interchange into yewi. Mahama kwesi Rage Hospital into yewi. Mahama akwakoya kwa into yewi. So that thing, and that is how they lied. That is how they branded NDC say omu yewi for. It's when you see halitosis, a filthy, dirty, smelly mouth skunk like Samson Lardy Kweku Baako sits there and nod. Then in a few years, because MPP is in power, Samson Lardy Kweku Baako wins Journalist of the Year. You could tell us, and also you could tell, say, Ghana as a nation, majority of the people are almost the institutions in the Bebrene Jimmy. Where are the principles? Where are the ethics? Who is watching who and who is directing who? And Kwasi Asemana cked Baako ka telling Ghana for say NDC Wiesika because almost see Kwame Nkrumah interchange. Oh, who be that with Jimmy? Because Odi MPP he could not see any kind of leader 8 years where to my idea will be until he was surprised that under 4 years under John Mahama no, he was able to build cycle interchange into automatically NDC has stolen without facts. And that is what we have lived with. Abedruha. Kwasiafo we asa a change your mudia kwatena Peace FM. Alote Jacobs. Kwame Sefa Kain. Kwame na Duncan. And Kwasiafo we for 8 years they defended this dirty, filthy, stupid tribal party. For 8 years they could not build one hencoop. Kweku Baako kasano or say parliamentary defeat in 2016 against the NDC, you know, it showed that the government did not work. In 2016, how many seats and NDC lose here in the parliamentary elections? How many? Osaka said if the NDC government had won, accountability would have been difficult. We would have lost the fight against accountability. Sasho Namu. Asema no kind of brofono or see Sanka NDC we need 2016 elections now and Ghana as a nation would have lost the fight against accountability. For 8 years this filthy toilet mumwa sat on radio and TV and defended every shit of Ekufuado and Bawumia. Did we lose the fight against accountability? Right now we are talking about a political party coming from opposition to take over 90 seats from a sitting government that has been in power for 8 years. Have we lost the fight against accountability? Is it telling us that the NPP is not a party anybody should vote for? These twerps cannot sit on radio today to say these same statements. They had a problem with the government that was building. They had a problem with the government that was constructing. So when I see something I need to sit on radio, TV, and Samson Lardy sit on TV to interview people to ask them and then foolishly come and say Samson's take. When no can take. The principles are gone because you fools wanted to bring a tortoise to lead us. Samson's take. When no can so fuyayase. These are the fools who and Omdiababedru and Jandam. Me, do atem. I'll bring the facts to show why you have to be insulted because when Jimmy. That is why you have an issue with John Mahama coming back to power. NPP election of Louisiana. The young election, and yes, lose power no, and because they lost power to John Mahama. I'm a problem, I don't know. Samson anymore, any the foolish so-called pundits, no TV, Sunu radio, so no say John Mahama will never. NDC win, it's not the NDC win, and then there's someone himself politics. Their pain is that why should John Mahama come back to power? Why should we call His Excellency John Dramani Mahama the President of the Republic of Ghana? And when they because in your head, Ghana for Jimmy to the point to say we will not question the system. We will not question the things they said. We will not verify. We will not fact check them. They will still go through the cracks with their stinking dirty propaganda and fake news. And we are setting the standards. Nobody in Ghana will be given a space. If you want NPP to come to power, use facts to bring NPP back to power. If I want NDC to stay in power, I will use the facts to prove that NDC should stay in power. Until nobody in Ghana, Akwara Openino Aponchio Kramayo, can begin to think, say, they can still stick to the 442 formation and lie to the people. Never. NCBM. Samson, Ayen and Nimunin, some of those people don't have the credibility to be sitting on TV. Such a foolish old man sits before you to tell you he has no fact. But, and these are the things he said.
We're talking here complaints from within the NDC. Yes, it's all part of it. Indeed, and I have to be very honest, I don't have the evidence, but I think they squandered a lot of their resources. In sleeping, they were chopping. Indeed, and I have to be very honest, I don't have the evidence, but I think they squandered a lot of their resources. In sleeping, they were chopping. Within the NDC. Yes, it's all part of it. Indeed, and I have to be very honest, I don't have the evidence, but I think they squandered a lot of their resources. In sleeping, they were chopping. It's true.
It's true. He has no facts. Honestly, I don't have facts to what I'm about to say. But they squandered a lot of the resources. In sleeping, they were chopping. We also say it's true. We're on board them. So what's your basis for saying it's true? Because from the beginning you said they don't have facts. That means whatever you are saying, there are no basis for what you are saying and that it's a lie. If you don't have facts, then where are you conjuring this from? And a so-called dirty riffraff sitting there. The name Hoyasa Horosapo Kwasia Kurasini Oban crying Obi fear na Oyereti Obi fear bear 4 years. Kwasia, what bedru? This is what they did. Kweku Baako the name say wo. Kweku Baako the name say wo. The name Gase say wo na say. Kwasia Kikansa for 25 years. The political journalism career was about JJ Rollins, JJ Wu and Odane Abua. Kweku Baako JJ Rollins who ye and obey a dead animal and nanam Ghana. Nyansen in the trimu. His journalistic whatever career was all around JJ Rollins. How many facts? Kweku Baako sits on radio. I have this document. I came to Jubilee House. I got it from Jubilee House. Obenya access to that toilet paper. Na akwawe the toilet paper and I'm Ghana. Kwasiasem or the hoya sade ni so. How can I come sit here and tell you Ghanaians? These are the documents, and this is what I have found. Miriam the document now, why do you have to respect me? Now, Jimmy, when I'm Ghana, sister toilet paper is a good bag of font and time. The name so woo. All because hatred for JJ Rollins, everything that germinates out of the NDC is evil to him. But he is an evil person, yes. And that is how they attach. You see, the journalism they did, some of them, they did journalism, they attached personal issues or personal their beefs with people to their journalism. So it wasn't about fighting for you. And the agenda was that anything JJ Rollins touches, kill it. That is Kweku Baako and his group of foolish old men. At a point, Joy News or your news for a club is a table I say. Mumusana say in Sia Omonudia. Or your news follow, na club is table I say, or no commercial break and one. People question him, say, I don't know, yes, sir. the host could not speak Kweku Baako. Korea's way. And we sit in Ghana. We need to stop this. Because how can a journalist sit on TV and tell you, say, administration no AC Kotokraba, AC Kwame Nkrumah Circle, AC Kaswa. At a point, I'm going to say John Mahama e-blocks crazy room. So that is the main reason they had to lose elections. We won't see no on an Ghana can say Obewu may have a kind tribute, and Kweku Baako is a veteran. He's the pioneer of journalism in Ghana, and Kweku Baako was there, and Kweku Baako was jail. Jail. Now, Randy Abe Akoswa kwasi abenyu abetena ho and I was jailed. Ungwani wako jail. Ya bonko for trimu to pay ajikuru. What do unkwasi asano wako jail and no meme yen na Ghana. And I went to jail and JJ Rollins did this and JJ Rollins did that. Offer one document about me fanchiro. Kwasi asam. Let us stop the jandam. Age. So when you now ni mnyansa now person kind of cry ye didn't cry any nidie ebe shiao. Majority of impeniform Ghana one kind of cry. See me. So a young man or a young woman, now say we hear radio, we hear TV, now the journalists be here. 90% of journalists when you know Ghana one kind of correct. 90% of them they are liars. 90% of them they are there because they hate somebody. It is not because of you. So do not fall to these things. These are liars. Double check and fact check every single thing. The NPP are very effective in opposition. Some opposition are no Jimmy the better pa and no chatro. Yenim pathway, yenim be free, yenim atro the church MPP. When they are in opposition, they are very effective because om life no air konkonsa atro and woya and de bomb bra MPP for. They are expecting that. Yen say nipa, yengu kuro, yengu de nimase, yengu ni mufi, meme yemo biambuno. That is what they are made of. That is what they believe in. So we study MPP as a political party, and that is what they are very good at. Yen say ni di, you saw what they did to Alan Kojo Chamanting. That is the NPP. Omu nim, omu be sewu, omu be kum, omu de omano be sewu. Omu opposition, omu ya be for more than some more power. So omu ba power, no mu be ye no, omu de akoshe toiletim. So omu free power pe, no ma akoshe toiletim, omu di toiletim, no ma ko yi be ye na sa mene. So no mu niya so. Until we are about to see a lot of this jandam, fake news. Let us treat it as a crime. Fake news can kill you. Fake news can destroy your business. Fake news can destroy your home. Fake news can destroy a nation. Let us treat fake news as one very serious crime. Some people are not even supposed to walk on the street. When we get to the bottom to know, say fake news, no more peddle. They are not supposed to give them the room to walk on the street. They need to be locked up. We need to treat fake news, misinformation and disinformation with every little strength in us as a nation. Because and grounds are. That is what they will use to destroy us again.